What's going on, you guys? We are back. We are back for another episode review of Games People Play Season 2, Episode 2, Gone Girl. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna just put it out there. This episode, it didn't really give us much of drama, but it set us up for how I feel like the rest of the season is gonna go. Okay, for the simple fact that, the first episode was just basically a follow-up to last season, to clear that out or whatever, and then it left us with like a cliffhanger, whatever. Vanessa really took the kid. Okay, Vanessa really took the kids, all right? And my whole thing is you gonna tell Adam that he the baby daddy? Okay, is you gonna tell the white boy that he the baby daddy? That's all I want to know. Also, people, is Lauren London literally not coming back for the rest of the season, or is she gonna come back in like the last 2 episodes? Something got to happen. I got to see my girl, okay? But anyway, so we pick up where we left off. Obviously, Vanessa has been gone for a minute. I don't know if it's just been a few days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, or whatever. But at the same time, she's just been gone, okay? And, Marcus, he out here just depressed as shit. I'd be depressed as hell, too, because fuck you, okay? F you at this point. You done took my kid. You took my kid. You just came and didn't tell me where you was going. I don't get down like that, and I don't appreciate that. So while he doing that, life has to go on. Obviously, there's some stuff going on with the NBA team that he's on, the Vipers. They're about to do a trade. All of the players are there, and they're acquiring a new member. His name is Roland Copeland, okay? And so the owner of the team, he introduces him. Mind you, Dante had called Marcus and said, listen, are you watching, or are you going to be here, whatever? Marcus is just chilling like, no, I'm in deep despair. The girl that took my kid, I don't know where my baby at. Damn. And he was like, okay, well, at least you need to watch because, something is about to go down. And so he turned on the TV and we see this whole situation going down. It's press conference introducing a new teammate, Roland Copeland. And let me tell you something. I already knew as soon as I saw the preview for this and seeing this, the way that he just came up in that jacket. I knew by that shiny ass jacket. It was giving me the feel of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Will Smith used to, flip his jacket inside out when he was in school. It was giving me that type of feel. To stand out, it's giving me very much cocky. It's giving me very much arrogant and narcissistic. It's giving me all of those teams. I'm not a team player. And then he proves that when he gets up there and he starts talking and giving his little speech about how he's going to be there for the team. Well, no, it's no I in team, but it is a M-E. I said, wait a minute. He basically put it out there for the forefront that, hey, I ain't here to be no team player, okay? It's all about me, I don't lose. I get championships and shit like that. And I'm sitting here like, on the one hand, I kind of respect it because it's like, y'all know what to expect. But on the other hand, this ain't no individual sport. This is a team sport, okay? Talking about some, now we got a real king here. I said, oh, no. Oh, no. We getting cocky with it. I don't like him already. Because if you know me, I don't like that cocky shit. I don't like that narcissistic shit. That ego, men and their egos especially. Oh, Lord. In sports, girl, it's a lot. Meanwhile, the owner of the team introduces his daughter, Eden, played by Karuchi, and I said, all right, Miss Karuchi, okay. Y'all remember back in the day, it was a time people used to play on her name all the time. Her ex, I ain't even gonna bring his name up, her ex had y'all really not liking this girl. And come to find out, he was truly the asshole, okay? Listen, I love her progression. Mama got Emmys. Mama's been on a couple of TV shows, good TV shows at that. Come on, Claus. I'm so mad that shit ain't coming back until December, bitch. Why? After Christmas? Anyway, it's good to see Karuchi on the TV screen doing her thing, and she's playing the coach's daughter. I said, so she is the mama Vietnamese? Is she adopted? I just had questions. Because the team owner was pure white, okay? But hey, it is what it is, And, it is. And she's like the COO or, the executive of operations or whatever. And, she's just giving her little speech about how the team is going to go. One of the reporters want to say, hey, what do you feel about nepotism? And she was like, no, daddy, I got this. She shut that man down. She said, listen, I know it would be nepotism that be up in there, but let me tell you something. It ain't happen here. Okay, I climbed my way up to Brown, and then I graduated from Harvard, and then I got my MBA from this and that and that. Okay, what it needs to be is, how did you get your job? I said, oops. Okay, Meanwhile, back over there in Marcus' house, the detective come over there trying to see him, and he like, listen, bruh, at this point, I haven't heard anything from Vanessa. I don't know nothing. Please don't come back over here talking to me, trying to badger me about what's going on with that girl, because I can't give you no information. She got my child. And if you ain't got no information about what my child is, please don't say nothing else, okay? He gonna tell him, get that attitude out your throat. I said, no, sir, okay? Because you are coming at him. You are coming at him, okay? His wife is on the run, okay? Lauren turned it to Beyonce and said, we gonna be on the run and without her man, okay? We gonna take the kids, all right? And I just said, they always say the husband or the spouse is the prime suspect in certain situations. And of course, they think that, he got something to do with it, but he truly don't, okay? He is a victim in this shit too. You try to help a bitch out and they just leave your ass in the dust. That's basically what's going on with Marcus and Vanessa at this point, because he probably would have sacrificed himself for that girl, and she just left. All right, left him cold and destitute, Moving on from that, we get Nina and Eric. She didn't even tell Nina. Mind you, Nina is her like bestie, okay? And she just so concerned about what's going on. And, she also dealing with stuff at work. I feel bad for her because I wonder if this is how it works in a lot of these journalism, or I should say blog stuff, because a lot of the stuff that come out these days, I don't feel like they're true journalists, okay? Anybody can start a blog, start a gossip column or whatever, but then all of a sudden they want to venture off into actual real news or whatever, and it's not necessarily gossip, it's actually real news. And that's what Nina tried to do, her and MJ, when they got the story about, Kalinda being dead and that Jackie was the one that did it. But come to find out, Jackie didn't do it. And now it's like Jackie want to sue, okay? Jackie want to bring some legal repercussions to him. And so they got demoted. They got demoted back down to gossip, And of course, Nina is in her feelings about this to the point that she coming at Eric, okay? Mind you, Eric is the man that's just been there for her throughout all of this stuff. He could have just said, listen, this is crazy. I ain't got time for it. You got this pastor coming after you. And now they're living, especially Eric, they're all paranoid at this point. He's so deep into trying to figure out what like society or where, Jedediah is going to be at, because like Jedediah called him out. Okay, he said, I'm coming for you. He didn't necessarily say their names, but he knew what they work at, especially Nina. And he basically put that threat out there that he coming for him. Okay, so now Eric is on high alert. Nina dealing with the fact that she's been demoted. So she's taking all her frustration and everything out on him. Okay, he want to start a family. He want, this stability and all this stuff. She don't want that at this point. She get all up in her feelings, coming at his throat and kick him out the house. I said, now Nina, Miss Nina, I like you, okay? You're a beautiful young lady, all right? You be tweeting, retweeting, and, we was having a little exchange on Twitter. I was like, oh, that's cute or whatever. But at the same time, girl, you was wrong for that. You was wrong for that. Your man was just trying to be there for you. Girl, I'm talking about these people like they for real. But it's cute, though. But, yeah, that's what was going on with them. Girl, Eric had to go kick it at MJ place, okay? And MJ was me. Listen, you ain't finna bring all that shit up in here, okay? Listen, if you gonna sleep up in here, sleep right here. Don't sleep right there, okay? You gonna sleep on this couch, but don't treat it like a couch, okay? Don't treat it like a bed. Treat it like a couch, I should say, So it was funny. But at the same time, we get Marcus and his father. I said, what? When I saw who the father is, Leon, I just want to exhale. I said, listen, I'm gay as shit, but I get what y'all see up in Leon, okay? It's the voice for me. It is. Y'all know I love me some voices. I love me some sounds. Sounds attract me, but it is the voice for me. But, He just so smooth with it. Okay, I said, first of all, how yo, I'm not gonna question it, but that's what it is. Marcus is laying on that couch. He woke his ass up. You're gonna have to get your ass up. Okay, you can't just be waddling up in despair, waddling in your grief or whatever. You know, you need to get back to doing things. That's what his daddy is basically trying to tell him. And in that instant, you know, they had a moment where, you know, Marcus broke down to him, and he needed that. He just needed to go ahead and cry, okay, because he's hurt. His family just up and left, all right? And so he needed somebody that was going to be on his side, that was going to whip him back into shape, or at least just say, it's okay, you know, but, you know, you can be sad about it now, but it's time to get your ass up, okay? That's what you need to do. You know, he came downstairs and saw him cooking, and they was reminiscing about the wine and things that he was saying to him when he was a kid, and how he used to say the same thing to his family, but now he can't. And, you know, the dad said, yeah, you know, I felt the same way when your mama passed away, but I moved on, okay? I said, oh, the way he said it, it was so callous, like, oh, well, I moved on, you know. And we come to find out that the mom was sick. Marcus' mom was sick, and he didn't know how severe it was. And apparently it got so bad during one of his games or whatever, but the dad didn't want to tell him because she didn't want him to miss the games that he was playing. And he was like, I would have been there. And he said, I know that. But I just like their little conversations, and I just like their scenes together, because we need to see more of that on TV. Black men comforting their sons and their daughters, and, you know, actually being fathers, these positive images that we've been seeing lately of black men, and I love that. Speaking of, we get Kareem, okay? Kareem, baby. Quenisha is like, listen, we cake testing. You need to go ahead and tell Marcus that he your best man and all this stuff. And so he get to a point where he was about to go tell Marcus that he was the best man, and he saw that, you know, Marcus' daddy was there, because they're outside playing basketball. And at this point, it was like something struck Kareem, seeing their closeness and seeing the way that they were interacting with each other, and, you know, the fact that his daddy was there in his time of need or whatever. I feel that's what it was, you know, because he didn't want to interrupt the moment that they were having together, by just saying, hey, I'm about to get married, you know, let's play basketball. Oh, I want you to be my best man. So instead of doing that, he said, you know what, I'll come back. And it just got him to thinking about his own father. I said, you know what, Kareem better than me, okay? Because he went down there to that, he went down there to the hospital to see Jamal. It wouldn't have been me, okay? It would not have been me. After all the stuff that Jamal has done, you know, from the time that he was a kid to the time that he was in college, to the mess of the reason why he's not in the NBA, to trying to take money from him and all this con money from him and doing all this mess. Baby, I would not give any type of other chance. I don't care if you told me that you was my blood or not, okay? It would be over and done. That wouldn't have changed my mind. But I guess he had a little change of heart after seeing, you know, hearing what his mama told him about Jamal last week. And then, you know, this whole situation of seeing, you know, Marcus with his dad and them having fun and enjoying moments with each other. And I guess he's like, well, I guess we can start now. Okay, ain't no reason to just continue to be pissed off. You can't change the past. Maybe we can just build up the future for the time that he got left, because Jamal's still up in the hospital. Jamal done had a heart attack. Okay, Jamal done had a heart attack in your presence, and he ain't been right ever since, because the man been in and out of the hospital, obviously, and he's still in the hospital. And you gonna bring some chicken, some fried food, or whatever the hell it is, some fried food up there to him, okay, with some habanero sauce. I said, child, niggas will be niggas, okay? But it was a way for them to start bonding, you know? And at one point, Jamal was just like, I just want you to I just want to be your father, okay? You can keep the money that, you took from me. I said, technically speaking, you kind of out of him, so he just kept it, okay? So it really wasn't your money. But he told him, you can keep the money, okay? But, I just want to be your father. That's all that I want. And then he called him dad when Kanisha came up there. He was like, I'm up here with my dad. You know what I'm saying? And I said, dad? Yeah, what happened from last week to this week? Because last week you said, you will never be my father. I was like, ooh, girl, y'all emotional. Because Ashley just must be cold-hearted, because I just wouldn't. Not that quick. Nope. Somebody had showed me this thing and said, when they mama died, they didn't even shed no tear for her. I said that'd be the same way I do when my father passed away. I'm sorry, that bitch ain't been in my life, so fuck up. Anyway, daddy issues. That's whew. Come back, Ashley. Come back. I'm here. Okay, so that's what was. Quenisha was me, bitch. Quenisha was me, okay? She said, so now he your daddy? This motherfucker that tried to con you, I'm gonna stay up in this hospital with you just in case he try to do some shit, okay? I said, I know that's right. Protect your man, okay? Because he thinking with his heart instead of his mind at this point. The emotions is running wild. Meanwhile, we get Eden, a.k.a. Karuchi, Mina with the detective dude, okay? I'm gonna learn your name, sir, all right? And basically asking him, is there anything, some developments about this Vanessa King case, okay? And I said, man, what you want to know about it? Oh, because if we need to distance ourselves from, a certain element, we can. Okay, if you want to put it out there. I said, wow, so you ready to sacrifice Marcus? And that's that. I said, that's how they do. They don't want their brands, messed up. It's messed up enough. That's why they had to bring Roland up in there to get the, attention off of what's going on with Marcus and Vanessa and that whole situation, that whole scandal, so let's bring some new blood in. Mind you, they traded Dante. I said, that's fucked up. They traded him, but then again, I can understand and see why. Meanwhile, after all of that, Marcus, daddy do leave. He did want to stay a little bit, wanted him to stay a little bit, but he said, you can go. And I like the fact that he put it out there, like, if you wanted me to stay some more, I could stay. But he told him, no, I got this from here. So now they finally going out to the club, and he finally getting out there because he's been in the house all this time, okay? And he got his own little section, and you got, Kareem there with him. And then, of course, Roland comes in, and he tries to, talk to Roland or whatever, big him up and all that stuff. And he was like, I don't need no pep talk or nothing like that. I said, Roland is a dick. Girl, I'm just like, people just trying to be, people trying to be nice, okay? We got to be on the same team. So let's not have this tension. Let's not think we bigger than the next person. We supposed to be thinking about the team, right? No, that's not what Roland is thinking about, okay? I don't need no pep talk. I don't need no champion talk or whatever. That's why I'm here. So that because of the way that y'all done messed up the team and you put the team up in this slump and all this shit. I'm like, damn, Roland, you is a bitch. And I don't like him. And I hope Marcus whoop his ass. I really do, okay? And then, Nina and MJ come up in there. She was scared to go over there and talk to Marcus because of the fact that Vanessa is gone. But Marcus is drunk at this point. So he was cool with her coming over there. And, she just let him know, if you need to talk, just hit me up. I'm here, And so everything was going cool. They taking pictures for press. And Goldest Goddess, Layla, she bring her ass up in there. Mind you, earlier, all she was doing was doing the typical influencer stuff, I should say. It's so funny to me when they when they incorporate, I hope is the light look good? Okay. When they incorporate stuff that's going on in reality life with the social influencers and stuff like that into these TV shows, because sometimes you look at it and you're like, damn, is that really how it be looking? And that's really how it be looking. How they be literally getting on their Instagram live. I got this. Let's do this unboxing. Shout out to this brand or whatever for giving me this. And, this is this and this is this. Bitch, I do that with Ivy Park and I ain't even on the promo team, okay? So let me shut my ass up. I be like, listen, I got my Abby part and I can fit it. Bitch, I'm finna put my suit on tomorrow. Watch. It's finna be cold too. I'm finna put my jogger suit up. Y'all know how my goofy ass is. And that's literally how Layla was. I was looking at them comments. Somebody was like, okay, I'm over it. I'm about to leave. And then the faces was like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's this. Girl, get out of here. You know, it's the comments in the chat for me. Y'all have to go back when you watch these shows and they do like the little lives on there and the little fake lives. Go back and read the goddamn comments that they be posting in there. That should be funny to me. But she wound up popping up at the club too. And you know, Marcus like, hey, you look good or whatever. How you been? She was like, you look good too, but don't cut up and all that stuff. You know, they flirting a little bit and then she walks away. Next thing you know, Roland see her and he started flirting with her, talking to her, touching on her. She yeah, I'm like, girl, I don't trust him. He'll dog you out in a second. He look like he just want to fuck and leave you to the curve. Okay, that's it. That is it. Meanwhile, Eden came up in there. Okay, I said, so everybody want to come to the club tonight, to this particular club tonight. Okay, you know, of course, Marcus was talking to her, and he was like, so you gonna come? You know, you gonna come to it's a group photo shoot that they gotta do, and you know, he don't know if he gonna come. Okay, she leaves from talking to Marcus to going over there to Roland. And I was like, Marcus probably feeling some type of way. He probably feel like he being replaced at this point because all the attention is not on him anymore. It's on Roland. Okay, everything like the positive press and all of that stuff is on Roland. Meanwhile, it was a part where Kareem just took the mic. I said, this is what y'all do up in clubs. See, bitch, I'm not a club head like that, okay? And I'm not a celebrity chaser. I ain't trying to be around the big person that, oh, who is this? The biggest influencer? Girl, I ain't that type of person. I ain't got time for it. So I don't know how that should be going, but he took that mic up in that club, and next thing you know, he started doing a little vipers. I said, nigga, you ain't no viper. You Viper adjacent, but you ain't no Viper. Marcus is the Viper, okay? So they started doing all of that, and then they freestyling or whatever, and they passed the mic to Marcus, and then Marcus passed the mic to I think they gave it to Roland, and Roland started just going in like it was fun, you know, just good fun that was being had. Next thing you know, Roland took it to the next level and was dissing Marcus on the mic. I'm sitting here like, what? Why do we have to be such an asshole? You know, and at this point, somebody, of course, is always filming and they put it on their Instagram stories, and Quenisha gets a text or get a notification from somebody that she was, you know, following, and they see Kareem all up in the mix, you know, doing his thing, vibers. And she was like, this motherfucker at the club and didn't even tell me. Okay, so of course she had to call him and tell him to get his ass home. And did you tell Marcus is we gonna be our best man? And of course Marcus was left out the loop. He was surprised, but he was here for it, you know? And so after that, you know, Kareem wanted to take him home, but he said, no, I'm good, because Marcus was drunk. So Eden had came past and she was like, come on, you tipsy, you all that, let's go. And I said, oh, because when he first saw her in that press conference, he kind of lit up a little bit. I said, uh-oh, what's gonna happen? And then after that, you know, they up in the car, and he was like, the way that they was interacting, it's like they been knew each other. I said, so did y'all have a past together, or is this new? And this is a new way of flirting with each other or whatever. And, you know, they put up at the crib, and I was like, Eden, you finna go in? Eden, don't go in that house with him. Don't do that. Don't do that, girl. Don't do that. But anyway, that was games people play. It was a cute little episode. Like I said, not too much drama. I feel like it's building up to the mess that's going to happen this season. And I feel like the season going to be real good. The first season was really good. It kept my interest. And so far, I'm in it. I'm all the way in it. You know, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. And I will see you guys later. Peace.